What is going on, Plant Fam? It is your girl Lauren here, and I am filming my first video in my new apartment. I can't believe it. I wasn't intending on this being my spot because I've been setting up my living room very beautifully, I might add, and figured that would be my spot, but I don't know. I kind of like this view in my bedroom. But anyway, we are doing another video that you guys really seem to like, and it is another import unboxing from Indonesia, and today's seller is BoganaPotPlants. So if you're excited for another unboxing and me spending my money during COVID and see what is in this package, then like this video and let's get going. Before we get into it, I have to say that I'm not super jazzed because during the move my microphone broke, and it wasn't that expensive. I'll get a new one off Amazon, but I found that out right before I was filming this, so I am purposely talking a bit louder for you guys. Hopefully the audio is good, but let's get going. This is from BoganaPotPlants, BogonaIndonesia. Bogana? Yeah, something like that. Okay, but this is my second time ordering from them. I did try filming the first video from my first ever order, but the audio was shot, so I don't know what it is with audio and this seller, but it's just not meant to be. I will give you an update at the end of this video on how my previous plants did. If you are curious with that, I will put the timestamp right over here, but let's get going with this package because I am stoked and I've been waiting forever. So here we go. It is called BoganaPotPlants. I will say that moving forward so I don't sound like a total idiot. But this took a long time, guys, and considering my experience with Root Greenhouse, I probably wouldn't have ordered a second package from any overseas import company since it's COVID, but I ordered this 2 months ago, guys, nearly, and it's been forever, but I'm super stoked. So as I try to open this box extremely carefully, BoganaPotPlants is interesting to me. I have yet to see another seller do this. If you guys know, then let me know in the comments. But they are strictly an Instagram only seller. Like, they don't have a website. BoganaPotPlants does not have a website like Root Greenhouse or your standard buying process where you go see their selection, add it to your cart, input your shipping and billing information, and it gets sent to you. It's not like that. You basically look at the posts that the seller is promoting, and if you are interested in a plant, you DM the seller. When I first heard about this, I thought it was a little sketchy, to be honest, but they were Phyto certified. I came across this seller originally from the Plants Meow when I was just perusing through the dark web of YouTube. I have no idea how to open this box, guys.
2 hours later.
I had to take a brief second. This was really hard to open, but yeah, I thought it was a little bit sketchy, but BoganaPotPlants is phytosanitary certified. If you are worried about that, don't worry, because the seller does have that certification and that legal document to provide. Right off the bat, opening this package, like I said, was more difficult, and that was because it came in a styrofoam box. In my first shipment with this seller, it came in your standard recycled box like you see with Green Spaces, how you saw with Root Greenhouse and other vendors out there, but this is in styrofoam, and it makes me wonder if that's due to the trouble sellers and buyers are having during COVID, we've been hearing a lot of rumors out there, just in the plant community, that during customs, they will heat, what's the word? They will heat treat your plants. And those chemicals and whatever they're doing is making the plants come out not bueno. So maybe this is their counter solution for that. Now, some people may think it's really troublesome to DM the seller and have to wait for their feedback and to get everything going. At first, that was my initial thought, but the owner or the representative that I was talking to on Instagram when I was making both of my purchases always responded back to me within the next business day, because Indonesia, I'm assuming, is 14 hours ahead from where I currently live, which is Houston, Texas. Whenever I had trouble with my order, since I was moving, I had to change my address and so forth, they always got back to me very fast. So it was kind of like having your own personal service representative, and I had a good experience communicating. I didn't have trouble at all. They do accept payment via PayPal, so you do have that PayPal promise on the retails of goods if for some reason that your package does not show up great, or for some reason BoganaPotPlants or whatever seller doesn't abide by their word. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was a little bit scared about. It's not super bad, but the newspaper is moist, and in my experience with just the packages I've gotten, that usually leads to root rot. So, but who knows? Who knows? It does feel pretty substantial. Please do not be dead. If this is dead, I'm just going to be so disappointed. Okay, so this was, this is happy and very sad. This is happy and very sad. The first plant I got was a Monstera Standeliana variegata. And I don't know what happened, because these are really healthy leaves, guys. These are really healthy leaves. Okay, you guys see that? And the petiole is really healthy. It does look like at the very top it is kind of mushy, and I think the sheer weight of the entire package just made it fall off. Now, again, we will do the root check at the very end. If the roots are salvageable, I'm not gonna be too mad, but okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna open this extra carefully. Oh my God! Okay, guys, are you ready for this? This is insane, guys. This is insanity. I got a variegated banana tree. Yes, I did. It is one leaf and it's actually really healthy, but it is chonky. This girl is chonky. She's chunky. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is my hand as a comparison. The sheer size of this root ball and this like petiole is insane, but I did get one gorgeous leaf. Yes, this could be so much worse. This is a win-win. That is beautiful. There is some rot just from the travel, but this chonky girl is still hanging on, and I appreciate this. This is a win-win. I think this is funny. Does anyone else think how funny this is? Like, you get this one gorgeous leaf, but it is hella thick. Like, she thick. So this is a win. I am super happy about this. The Standeliana, it is healthy. I don't know what happened. The leaves just fell off, but okay, here's the final plant, and the plant I am most excited for, which means I am the most worried about it. So here we go. Oh, I think it's a good sign, guys. I think it's a good sign. I don't want to speak too soon. I'm just gonna stop right here. All you can see is this, okay? I want you guys to stop, comment below what you think this plant is already, but holy cow, I am so stoked. This plant is amazing. It turned out great. I haven't seen the other 2 or 3 leaves, but the petioles are healthy. I'm stoked. Okay. Let me open up one more leaf and I will tell you guys what it is. At least we saved the best for last, guys. That's how excited I am. I got a philodendron dark lord. This is the first dark plant in here and I am stoked. There is the slightest damage, but oh my god, I don't freaking care. Look at this. Okay, so here's the front, right? Look at these burgundy pink petioles. I'm obsessed. This leaf already came like that, which I don't care. Oh, there's a new growth point. I didn't even see that. That's gonna come out soon. This leaf came out perfectly. Perfect. Just some minor cosmetic tear and damage here. But the back, guys, look at that. Look at that. It's the most beautiful satin burgundy finish and shade. It's so great, so healthy. I can't believe that this came out this great. Honestly, this is like US shipping. Like, this is what I would expect for US shipping, and that this came out from Indonesia during COVID is absolutely beyond me. I am so stoked. Again, here's my would have been my Scandaliana. It was very tiny, tinier than I thought it would be. I knew I ordered these 3 plants and I had a feeling it was the standee because no way the Dark Lord or the banana tree was going to be this tiny. If the roots are good, guys, I'm not tripping. I am not tripping at all. Okay, so there is the tiniest bit of root rot. There is root rot. There are these tiny roots that are left, as you can see right here. So these are the roots. It's still healthy. It is dry. I am not too mad, to be honest, because it's healthy. I can revive it. It will take a long time, so I just have to be patient. But I got 2 gorgeous plants out of it. Now it's time to tell you guys about my first order. I did get 3 plants too in my previous order with BoganaPotPlants. I got a mature form of a Cebu Blue that had all the fenestrations, everything. I got a variegated ZZ and a philodendron Paraiso Verde. My first shipment from the time I ordered to the time I got it took about 3.5 weeks, while this did take nearly 2 months, so that is a difference. But I will have to say there was an enormous amount of root rot that I had from my first order in comparison to the one I just opened. The mature form Cebu Blue did have a lot of root rot. I took a lot of time taking as much of the rot as I could out. It had about 8 leaves. 3 or 4 of them were already either super yellow and dead or on the way. The ZZ had just the bulb left, to be honest, and then the Paraiso Verde actually was the most salvageable. As you can see, I only have 2 plants left. The Cebu Blue sadly did not make it, and that was the most expensive plant. I took a lot of the root rot off. I mixed it with hydrogen peroxide and water. It seemed good to go. Then I put it into soil, and slowly, eventually, the plant just died. And honestly, I did really enjoy that plant. I liked it, but towards the end, it was such a pain to deal with, and sadly, I was done with it by the end, and I wasn't sad that it perished. I'm sad my wallet perished, but that was just a combined experience from the root rot and maybe user error on my part. Now, let's talk about my Paraíso Verde. Don't get me wrong, she is a little floppy, but she is entirely healthy. So with her, and I think philodendrons in general are more forgiving. I bought this plant, I honestly feel like right before Paraíso Verdes really took off. I know they're a super hot plant on the market right now. I did do this slightly different than my Cebu Blue. I did at first to get rid of the rot, put it in a mixture of hydrogen peroxide in water, let it dry, then I put it back in water to get roots because it barely had any. With the Cebu Blue, there was still a lot of roots left, and that's why I put it in soil. Again, that could have been me. But since then, she's thrived. She has definitely thrived. She had so many good roots. I'll see if I have a video I can put here. The roots were really good, so I transferred it to soil. I don't know if the light is taking away from the beauty of its foliage. This one, I thought it was going, but this has more of a yellow-green striped variegation. You can see that tip is yellow, versus this one is just more muted as far as the speckled pattern. It does have a new leaf that is going, and I'm super excited. Hopefully I can show you guys, but here it is. I don't know if you guys can see the speckled foliage. I certainly can, and it makes me so excited. And lastly, you can see that growth point. Philodendrons are more forgiving. This plant has been a lot easier to take care of, and this philodendron Paraíso Verde has been great. Now, let's talk about this ZZ. So when I first got it, it had 3 different stems in one stalk, if that's right. In one plant, it had 3 different shoots. That's the best description. The smallest stalk, I hope I'm saying this right, the smallest stalk, the smallest, yeah, right? You call this a stalk? What do you call stem? Stalk? Anyway, I'll just say stem. The shortest stem looked like it was about to go, and it went in a few days. Then I just had 2 stalks / stems left. I did the same treatment as I did to deal with the rot, and then I let it dry and kept this one in water because it was essentially just the bulb. Slowly but surely, I saw the leaves on the second mid stem slowly just fall to the floor, and it was so depressing. After that, I was like, I cannot lose the longest stalk. It has beautiful variegation. You can see that yellow and green on both sides, and I was not about to lose this one. I was like, heck into the bob, no. I researched on the wonderful world of YouTube on how to propagate ZZs, and I decided to cut this stem in half, let it dry out, and I am currently rooting it in spag. I've been rooting it in sphagnum moss for about 2 weeks now. I have not seen any of these leaves drop. It seems to be really happy, knock on wood, and I am very hopeful that one day I will get roots out of my ZZ plant and it will be a full lush ZZ that I imagined. Well, that is it, guys. That is all for today's video. I was a little rusty, I think, filming because it's been like a month since I filmed and I'm at my new place, but I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of my second shipment with BoganaPotPlants and an update on my first order. Hopefully the experience that I had with dealing with my first shipment of plants will give you guys an idea how to rehab and take better care from them than I did. If you have any tips and tricks on how I can properly root and take care of my new plants, please let me know in the comments because I'm always interested and open to hearing your guys' tips and feedback. Overall, this was a super great experience. I will be ordering from BoganaPotPlants in the future. I won't at this current moment, obviously, due to the pandemic. This was a risk. Again, ordering from overseas is a risk in general, but especially now during COVID. But I don't want to take up too much time of your day. I hope you found it valuable. Leave me a comments below what your experience is with plant imports during the pandemic, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.